I'm Justin Moore, and welcome to Creator Wizard, your step-by-step guide to the business of being a creator. I've been a creator for close to 10 years, and along with my wife April, we have over 1.5 million followers across all of our family's social platforms. I also run an agency that helps bring brand deals to family-friendly creators. I've personally worked on over 500 brand deals, and through my agency, I have paid out over $2 million to creators. So today, I wanted to talk about how much to charge as a creator or influencer. So the first point is you need to price the brand. This may seem obvious, but a lot of creators don't do this. If a startup approaches you, or a small family-run business, let's say, chances are that they're going to have less money than a really big company. I know this may be contrary to advice other people may give, but I also think it's a mistake to have like standard pricing or a rate sheet. Don't get me wrong, I think media kits are great, but you shouldn't have any pricing in there. The reason is there are so many factors that go into a partnership. So let's talk about all those factors. So firstly, how many posts and on which platform? So for example, if it's in feed on Instagram, is it going to be a photo or a video? If it's Instagram stories, how many frames is it going to be? If it's YouTube, is it going to be dedicated or integrated? If it's a blog post, what's the word count have to be? Things like that. So the second point is exclusivity. So how long do they want you to be exclusive to their brand? And is there a specific category that you can confine the exclusivity to? Next is usage rights. How are they planning to repurpose your content? Do they want to reshare on their social media? Are they going to embed it on their website? And then it's paid media. Are they going to be putting additional money behind your content to amplify it on social media? And how long do they want to do that for? So let's talk tactics. And the most important one is always ask for the brand's budget first. Some brands will just straight up tell you how much money they have to spend. Oftentimes, it may end up being higher than you would have charged, right? So there really is no harm in asking. You could say, is there a budget you're trying to stay under? If they list a price that's lower than you would charge for that, you can say, okay, well, if you want the full deliverables and all of these terms that you mentioned, my price is X, but since your budget is X minus Y, I really want to make this work. So I could remove this post and I could remove this post. Maybe I can reduce the exclusivity to 30 days and so on. And another simple idea is, do you have any friends who have already worked with that brand? Why not just ask them and ask them what they charge that brand? I mean, that can be super eye-opening. So the other classic negotiation tactic is called price anchoring. If the brand provides their budget or the deliverables they're looking for, when you come back to them with a proposal, provide multiple different packages and different price points. If their budget is, let's say, $2,000, you could come back to them with packages at $2,000, an upsell at $5,000, and then a major premium upsell at $15,000. I know that might seem extreme, but you have to understand how brands work and these campaigns come together. Oftentimes a brand wants to work with a lot of other creators and they have a much larger budget for the overall program. So let's say they have $30,000 to work with 15 creators, which is where the $2,000 budget came from for you. If you come to them and give them, these different price points and that you can make 2 to 3 times the amount of content than they originally thought, it's conceivable that they could decide to partner with you and give some of the extra budget to you instead of 2 or 3 other influencers. So, never be afraid to shoot for the stars. The worst that they can say is no. I mean, really, our max budget is $2,000 and really you're no worse off, right? So the last point is that you need to price relative to the value that you provide. People ask me all the time, how much should they charge, like specific numbers, but it's so hard to do that. I know there are some tools out there like Social Media Blue Book, and those can be helpful. However, that assumes that your only value to the brand is in you uploading that content on your channel and leveraging your reach. What if the brand wants to repurpose it? That's super valuable to them, and it means that they probably won't have to go hire a production company or another agency to make that ad for them. So not only are they getting eyeballs from your channel, but they're getting an asset that they can use in other ways. So here's some food for thought that I'll leave you with. What if you find a brand that you really love, but notice that their social media content kind of sucks, right? Or maybe they're not posting super frequently. What if you reach out to them and propose to help them create content for of their social media platforms. You wouldn't even propose posting it to your page. I mean, you could, that could be a part of it, but instead your channel can serve as credibility that you know what you're doing and that you can create, compelling content. So in that situation, you shouldn't base your pricing on your channel, right? I mean, it's based on the value that you're bringing to the brand. And so the final and most important thing is, please leave a comment down below if I can answer any questions about how to price yourself or the business of being a creator. And if you have not subscribed, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I'll see you next time.